boys and girls. Hello. Today is a good day because look who came to visit me. Remember Sparky from Bible school last summer? Sparky came to visit. We're so glad you came by, Sparky. He came because he wanted me to tell you a story that he wants people to know. And so I told him I would. And he even brought me the book to read from. But before we do that, he also brought me a poster. And here it is. Sparky, you want to can you sort of hold it? Here we go. Maybe I'll help you. It says, remember. Boys and girls, you see that? Remember. It starts with that R sound and it ends with that R sound. Listen to me say it again. Remember. You hear that R? Beginning and ending. Remember. Wonder what remember means. Remember means to think about and not forget. Just like we haven't forgotten about Sparky. And I don't know if you think about him sometimes. I do. And I was thinking about him and here he was. Here he came. Yeah, I missed you too, Sparky. Anyway, so our words for the next couple of weeks as we're still in Lent are remember. We need to think about and not forget about some of the things Jesus did. Because some of the things that Jesus did are things he wanted us to continue to do. And today I'm going to tell you a story. And you're going to say, wait, I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to tell you what the story means for us today. The story is called Washing the Disciples' Feet. Okay, I'm not going to show you anymore because I know this story. Okay, Sparky? Yeah, okay. Okay. Jesus and his friends had gathered at a house, and they were celebrating Passover, which is a special meal that they celebrate every year. They're celebrating when Moses and the people left Egypt, and we've talked about that before, and the angel passed over the houses of the Jewish people. All right, so they were eating a special meal. Now, in Jesus' time, and I would have done it today, but it's raining today and that I'm filming this story, and my feet were already wet, so I didn't want to get them real muddy. But in Jesus' time, people wore sandals. And it was really dusty because y'all know that from the sandbox, how dusty it is. And people's feet got really dusty and dirty. And one of the things is when a guest arrived at your house, one of the things happened was that one of the servants, you took off your sandals and you put your foot in some water, and one of the servants washed and dried off your feet. They had a bowl similar to this. Oh, let me put it here so you can see. You would put your foot in, see I've got water, and then the servant would use a rag or a cloth and wipe your feet off, and then you stayed barefooted in the house. That was so you didn't bring dirt and stuff into the house. Plus it was also a sign of respect that they respected you enough to do that for you. Now, notice I said the servant did that. Not the owner of the house, not the people who lived in the house, one of the servants. Because that was considered a job for someone who was serving you to do. Isn't that right, Sparky? Mm-hmm. Now, Jesus and his disciples are sitting there and they're getting ready to have the dinner. But instead of the servant coming in where they were and wiping and washing the disciples' feet, Jesus got down on his knees, took a bowl of water, very similar to this, and a cloth like this, and washed and dried all of the disciples' feet. When he came to Peter, you know, Peter is the outspoken disciple. He's always saying something. He goes, whoa, wait a minute, Jesus, you're not wiping my feet. You're not a servant. And Jesus told Peter, this is what I want you to remember about me, that we are here to serve and help others. By washing your feet, I am showing you what I want you to do when I am gone. And this way you will remember what I want you to do. You will remember that I washed your feet. And by washing the feet, I am telling you that you should serve others. And that's what Sparky came to tell me today. And he was telling me that he wants everybody to remember that during this time of Lent, when we are thinking about God and reflecting on God and reflecting on Jesus, for us to remember that Jesus came to teach us how he wants us to live. And one of the ways he wants us to live is to serve others. What are some examples of serving others? Right here at Bethel, we serve others every day with our food pantry. Our food pantry is open, and those who are hungry or need food can come, and we serve and give them food. There are many other ways we serve. When boys and girls, when you bring me your used toys, and I take them to places where people give them to other children who don't have toys, that's another way we serve. We serve God in many different ways, and that's just 2 or 3 examples. But during Lent, during this time, let us remember that one of the things Jesus taught us was to serve others. So remember that this week and think about how you are serving others. It could be just as simple as saying thank you, or you're welcome, or picking up something you drop on the floor. Instead of your mama telling you first to do it, you go ahead and remember to do it. That's helping mom. You're serving her. So think about ways you can help around the house and or at school. And remember, that's what Jesus wants you to do. And do it, boys and girls. Don't do it with a grumpy heart. Remember, we've talked about that before. Do it with a kind and happy heart. Jesus wants us to serve others, and by serving others, that makes us happy. Isn't that right, Sparky? Yes. Sparky says hello and goodbye, and boys and girls, remember to serve others this week. Let's say our prayer. Dear God, thank you for sending Jesus to show us how to live. And all of God's people say, amen.